simple reason that she has no jurisdiction to try me. None whatsoever. I came out of courtesy and respect. She stands recused from my case and cannot, because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NJC. I don't want to talk about it. Justice Binta, her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And they told them. They told them. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out in Nigeria. That's the problem. They have shown bias according to Supreme Court. They are biased against me. Supreme Court said so. And that is why what is happening in the judgments and rulings concerning me has been happening.
Those are the supporters of the director of Radio Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, clamoring for his release there. Members of the Indigenous People of Biafra have been protesting in the streets of Asaba, the Delta State capital, calling for the release of their acclaimed leader. Hundreds of protesters trooped out to the Asaba-Benin Expressway today, blocking one side of the road and impeding traffic. The resultant gridlock forced transporters to divert their route into Asaba main town and disrupting traffic flow in the
Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, is once again in court. The Nigerian government calls him a threat to national security, while his supporters say he is a freedom fighter being persecuted for demanding the rights of the Igbo people. Is this about justice or something bigger? In this video, we break down Kanu's ongoing trial, the controversies surrounding it, and what it means for the Nigeria's future.
There are two things plaguing them in the zoo: lies and deceit. If not for the coming of IPOB, of Radio Biafra, all of you would have lived and died in the ignorance that Ojukwu caused a war.
To fully understand this case, we need to go back in time. Who is Nnamdi Kanu and why is he so controversial? Nnamdi Kanu is a British Nigerian political activist and the leader of IPOB. IPOB advocates for the independence of Biafra, a region in southeast Nigeria. Kanu first gained attention through Radio Biafra, where he called for the secession of Biafra. In 2015, he was arrested by the Nigerian government on charges of treason, but was later released on bail. In 2021, he was controversially extradited from Kenya under unclear circumstances, reigniting tensions. Now, let's talk about what's happened in courtroom recently. Kanu is facing terrorism and treason charges under Nigeria's laws. His legal team argues that his extradition was illegal and that his detention is a violation of human rights. The trial has gone through multiple judges, raising questions about fairness, the Nigerian government's position. Kanu's rhetoric and IPOB's activities have contributed to violence in Southeast. Kanu's defense: he argues that he is only advocating for the rights of his people and that the Nigerian government is suppressing free speech. But beyond the courtroom, this trial has deeper implications for Nigeria. Why this trial matters.
The last time people from eastern Nigeria tried to break away and form an independent country called Biafra, it led to a civil war between 1970.
The south is mainly Christians, while the north is many Muslims. We are not together. We don't share the same values. That's why we want to belong. We are being marginalized. If you come down to the east, you don't have good roads, bad universities, you understand? After upon graduation, no job.
Kanu's detention since October without trial has sparked the recent protests.
There have been several demonstrations like this calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu and for parts of the southeast region to break away from Nigeria. Several people have been killed and injured. Military commanders are warning that any efforts to what they call try and dismember the country will be crushed.
The government has defied 3 court orders to release Nnamdi Kanu, his supporters say.
Nigeria is one country. Even the person who championed the cause of Biafra before said Biafra was dead.
Human rights activists say they're worried about the government's handling of the protests.
This is the government that said, I am presently a repentant Democrat. And the indices of a democracy is the rule of law, separation of powers, independence of the judiciary.
These protesters say they won't stop demanding Nigeria's breakup.
We're doing everything we can, legally to realize Biafra. That's what we're doing today, and we'll continue to do so.
This is not just about Kanu. This is about Nigeria's unity, security, and political stability. Now, let's look at Biafra's history. In 1967 to 70, Biafra war resulted in over 1 million deaths due to starvation and conflict. What about the growing agitations? IPOB and other separatist groups believe that the Southeast has been marginalized by the Nigerian government. What about the security concerns? The Nigerian government links IPOB to violent attacks on security forces, though IPOB denies involvement. What are the public opinions? Some see Kanu as a hero, while others fear that his movement could lead to another civil war. So, is this about law and order, or is it a suppression of opposition? The controversy, justice or political witch hunts? Let's look at the major controversies surrounding this case. The legality of his extradition from Kenya. Was it legal, or was it a violation of international law? Unequal treatment of separatist movements. Why is IPOB treated differently compared to other groups like bandits in the north? Political motivations. Is this about national security, or is it the government afraid of a strong opposition? Human rights concerns. Reports say Kanu's prison conditions are harsh, raising human rights issues. Let us where you stand. One thing is clear. This trial is the defining moment in Nigeria's history. What happens next? If Kanu is released, it could embolden other separatist movements. A political negotiation could be a possibility, but will the government consider it? One way or another, this case will change Nigeria's political landscape. And if you enjoyed this analysis, hit the like button, subscribe for more content on Nigeria's politics, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next updates. See you in the next video. Bye.